The book of the songs of, I'm just gonna, whoa, this is like the time when I'm trying to answer my question, you're getting irate and angry. Calm down.
I'm not getting irate at all. You're just wriggling.
You are. This is you getting irate, and this is you not understanding basic points of Christian theology, and I'm going to continue my statement whether you like it or not. Now, here's the thing. As you can see by my eyes, guys, my expression, I haven't shown any emotion in this conversation. That's why I hide my face, so that emotionality isn't the point of conversation.
You're hitting your face with a scarf, my friend.
Yeah.
You're hiding. You're hiding your motives. You're hiding your heart.
No, I'm hiding my face because people like you like to focus on my emotions rather than the words that come out of my mouth.
No, I haven't focused on any of your emotions. That's what you tried to do.
You literally said about my motives that I want power. That's you focusing on my emotional motives.
Your motives.
So then you lied. So you lied. So now that I'm going to be speaking again on this issue, when it comes to, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna finish. When it comes to the Bible, different parts of the Bible signify different things. We are not literalists when it comes to reading. We actually have something known as the quadriga. The quadriga is the way that we interpret and understand the books of the Bible as they are passed down.
You're a dangerous person, my friend, because you want to convince people.
You're a dangerous person by messing with
when in fact you're leading them up the garden
by creating your own denomination, by lying about Jesus Christ, by offending every single black Christian by saying that Jesus Christ was racist. You, my friend, are dangerous to us.
This God is a wicked God, an immoral God.
And you have been racist to every single black Christian when you say that Jesus Christ was racist.
Permission to slaughter children and babies.
No, he did not say that. You're just running with your argument because you are scared. Now, here's my issue again. Thank you so much for this. When it comes to the issue, again, it's all right, man. It's okay. When it comes to
one thing, but you're doing another thing.
No. When it comes to the issue of these passages everywhere in the Bible, not every passage in the Bible in its signification should be read at its face value, or what we call in the scholarly world prima facie. The reason we know this is because the Bible sets itself up as a text to be interpreted in different contexts and milieus. For example, the book of the Song of Songs of Solomon is a passionate account between Solomon and a woman that he's seeing. We don't interpret that literally. There are places, for example, in the parables where we're not supposed to interpret that literally. There are places in the historical record where people use metaphors and similes and Hebraic hyperbole all the time. And we don't interpret those texts literally. You're sitting here and the only by forcing me to take an interpretation that none of us have taken for the past 2,000 years.
You're saying the same about the Quran. You're saying the same about the Bible. All the religious preachers preach as though they're talking science, as though they're talking knowledgeable and wisdom, and they give an impression of knowledge.
Who are these religious preachers? You kind of make this weird, like enemy of religious preachers.
They're educated by you, and you're in the process of actually, in a sense, indoctrinating them in a subtle manner.
I'm indoctrinating no one. I'm indoctrinating no one.
You can't read it at face value. You've got to know all these things about it. That what it says is not actually what it means. There's hyperbole. There's exaggeration.
It sounds like you're complaining about the fact that people can't just read any random book and just understand it the way they want to.
When you give, no way they could read it. It shouldn't be given to ordinary people because there's no way they would understand it.
When did I say ordinary people? I'm an ordinary person. Any ordinary person can learn how to read the Bible. It's a learning process. That's it.
They would misunderstand that if they did that.
No, I'm saying that if you are a normal person and you are a Christian, and I don't know what you mean by normal person, it's offensive to me, by the way, because I never claim to be a scholar or anything. As a normal person, as a person that identifies as a normal person, if you want to read the Bible, I'm going to tell this to the 3,000 people in chat right now. If you're a normal person and you want to read the Bible, you can learn. My religion is a religion of learning. You can learn how to grow in Christ. That's it.
It's not really, because what you want to do... What's my religion? What's my religion?
Just
suggest it's a religion of learning, so that you have great power to teach and to indoctrinate.
As Athanasius said before me,
it's a religion of love.
God came to us as the Logos so that we would not be a Logos. That's very true.
God doesn't colonize nations. God doesn't give promised lands to people.
When did God colonize a nation?
Your children. It's a religion of love that's been contaminated by a religious tradition that we've evolved.
You don't know what love is without my religion. That's my thing. You are sounding like a broken ex-girlfriend who doesn't understand herself outside of the context of her ex-boyfriend. You do not understand what love is without my religion and without the thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions of innocent poor people that were hegemonized by other people who died for my religion. You don't understand love without those people. The people that died for my religion for the first 300 years of its existence were poor. We did not become Christian by
know much more about love without your version of religion. Your
it's
version
not
of
my version of religion. It's the religion and the practice of Christ that was passed down by Christ to his apostles, to their students, and that's it.
Just wrap them up in a religious bigotry and prejudice that's taken away their horizons.
Okay, so I'm a bigot? Okay, so I'm a bigot and I'm prejudiced, correct?
Well, the Bible is full of bigotry, and you're telling me it's the word of God.
No, I'm telling you the Bible is not full of bigotry and it's not full of prejudice. You're lying. That's what I'm saying.
You'll be telling me next that women should be silent in church. You'll be telling me next we should support unjust regimes, that we should support.
Okay, so do you want me to do the whole women thing? Yeah, the women thing is simply about speaking in silence in churches for theological praxis. That has nothing to do just being silent in general. That's stupid.
Oh, but you're telling me women should be silent in church?
As well as men, yes.
Oh, but it says women should be silent in church and should submit to their husbands.
Yes, because the women in the church of Timothy, the women that Timothy were overseeing in Ephesus, these women were business women, part of the Ephesian cult. Those people were taking their money and were exercising authority over the students of the apostles that were already there. So he's referring to those women. Okay.
What's wrong with those women speaking?
Yeah, because they're taking their money and interrupting church services. They shouldn't do that. Like,
they're interrupting. It says that.
You shouldn't. I do not permit those women to speak over those men. They're coming in late and they're trying to do random things that we don't believe in. That's it.
But that's not written. That's not there.
That's actually what historically is the case. Like historically, that's what Paul was referring to. That's what Timothy was referring to. You don't know what you're talking about. That's okay.
The way we want to wriggle to try and find an accommodation.
Are you angry about the fact that I know the responses to these tired arguments you're making?
No, because you haven't. What you've done is you've actually furrowed a way to be able to present a wriggle.
I didn't furrow. I just said what historically was the case. That's it. That's it. And you sit here as an archbishop and you can't even tell me whether God exists or not. That's crazy.
Consolidate your particular approach, which suggests that you can prove, for instance, as we've said, that Mary was impregnated by God. You want to prove that there is a God.
I just believe that Mary was able to receive the gametes necessary by another means. You don't need penetration for that.
As the knowledgeable one.
I never said I'm a knowledgeable person. You're claiming that.
Not at all. I'm claiming.
Okay, I never said I'm knowledgeable, so don't make that point again.
The one thing that matters in life is love, and so much of this Bible, and so much of
the one thing that matters in this life is God. That's the one thing that matters.
It justifies slaughter. It justifies the invasion of nations.
No, it doesn't. We touched on that point. We touched on that other point. God does not authorize the invasion of innocence. God does not authorize the slaughter of innocence. He only authorizes the just killing of people that are dangerous and infectious to our society. Yeah. Again, if you want to sit here and say that God shouldn't kill someone for killing babies, then be my guest. But I believe that anyone that boils a baby in a bronze pot and sadistically allows their mother to listen to that boiling, I believe that person should suffer the death penalty. Sorry, not sorry.
It just so happens, of course, that in the way that you and Christians and men have their God.
Why did you say men? Well, what about women? Do women not believe in the same God that I believe in? Blandina, a 12-year-old woman, died for this. I don't know why you're saying this.
Tell me when I can finish.
Here's my thing. You keep making this issue about men. I never quoted just men. Women were the first people to bring the gospel to the disciples. Women were the major martyrs in our church. Women, we have feast days every day of the year that honor vital women that we look to as examples and exemplars of our faith.
What you're trying to stop me making, which I've been trying to make for a long time now, is the way that you're interpreting it is that the people who apparently God needed to destroy, the people you think God needs to destroy, and religious people think need to be destroyed, are always...
I don't know who religious people are, so that's the point.
They're always the other people. That you think that your God identifies the bad, wicked people who can, with permission, with divine permission, be slaughtered. It just so happens that everybody from their different sides, from their different religions, think the same thing.
Yeah, I believe that sadistic rapists should be killed. Crazy.
Oh well, then actually you are believing that your own God should be killed.
My God didn't sexually penetrate anybody. My God didn't penetrate Mary. My God didn't. Mary consented to every action of God that happened, and God did not have sex with her. So stop making that point.
Should be removed and replaced by a God of love.
Okay, here's my issue.
Johnny,
according to my religion, according to my belief, did God have sex with Mary?
Make you a more loving, humble person, spreading love and peace and harmony in the world.
There you go. Did God have sex with Mary according to my religion?
Sorry?
Did God physically have sex with Mary in any sense?
God impregnated God to Mary according to your religion.
Okay, what is the definition of rape? Come on, let's be real. What's rape?
A powerful person violating another body, a child.
Okay, that's not what rape is. Rape is when you have intercourse with someone without their consent.
No, child abuse is when you take over a child's body in order to have a child through them. And you're suggesting that was done in some divine, mystical, wriggly way.
Hold on.
That wasn't
You're arguing to me right now. Hold on. You're arguing to me right now that Mary was like 6 years old or something. Mary was not 6. Mary was a woman that was able to give birth.
How old was Mary?
So sources range from around 16 to around 19 years of age.
No, don't lie. This is a clear example of your lies. Because
you paused the live, guys. This is the part where I get kicked down. But listen.
I've pressed wrong thing. No, scholarship saying this is where you are clearly, and you've been exposed to be a deceiver.
You've been exposed already, but like, could you please show me the scholar that says no?
12 up to 16, 17, and you said 16 because that fits into your narrative. But you're lying.
Name one scholar that says 12, please. Could you name one scholar that says 12?
Onwards.
Could you name one scholar that says 12, please?
Well, I could name lots of scholars, but I'm not playing your game.
Name one.
Of naming scholars.
Name one. You said you could make a great. Name one.
2,500 people on live can go onto Google
name
and
one.
find a whole list of
Google
scholars.
it, do your research. Name one, please. Name one, please.
You need to name one. I'm not playing that game.
Name one. You just said a statement. So you're lying. So you're lying. So now that we've addressed the fact that you're lying, we can actually look.
Don't worry.
Hold on. We can look at the age of Mary right now, and you can actually see that Mary commonly was not to be understood as 12 years old. Now, the issue that we...
Just say what the common understanding of the range of Mary's age was.
So Mariologists will say that Mary was between the ages of 15 to 16 to 18 to 19.
Okay, let's stick with that. 15. Okay, well, I'm willing to give a few years. I don't agree with you, but 15, a child. And you're suggesting
I didn't say 15 to 16. I said either 15 to 16 to 18 to 19. I said between those ages.
You as a person are quite comfortable with the God of the universe impregnating a 15-year-old child. That to me is morally...
Did I say that she was 15 exactly? No, I said that the Mariologists range the age of Mary. Some say 15 to 16, and then some say 18 to 19. So the median between those would be 17.
17, 18, 19. The God of the universe taking over a young woman's body is morally heinous. But to you,
he didn't just take over her body. What are you talking about? She was in her late teens.
Because of your religious bigotry, you don't find...
It's not religious bigotry because it's very easy. Look, Mary was not taken over by God's body in this weird hijack sense.
You are trying to sanitize because of your religious approach.
Okay, so you want... Okay, here's what you're doing. You're trying to push a very weird narrative, and your narrative is that I don't like these people. As soon as they try to explain exactly what it is they believe, you hate it. Mary herself was not taken over by God. In fact, Mary was, according to the narrative, the angel appeared to Mary and said that things are going to happen. Mary then gives her consent and says, okay, this is fine. And
a child cannot give consent to a power totally beyond themselves. The very
child can't give consent to sex. I agree. Hold on. Let's get this issue very clear. A child can't consent to sex. Mary didn't have sex. I don't believe Mary ever had sex. This is my issue. You believe that a child can't have sex. That's fine. I agree with you, but you changed it. You said that the child can't accept a power above her. That's false.
To have her body violated by a divine power, and the fact that
do you not believe that do you not in any sense believe? Hold on.
Because
I don't understand why you have this weird sadistic image in your head Okay, you have a sadistic image in your head as to what God did on that day. All we know, and this is very important,
We know nothing. We know nothing.
No, what we do know is, according to the historical record, was that the gametes necessary to produce a son were miraculously transmitted. It had nothing to do with any physical contact whatsoever. That takes no overpowering, that takes no pain. All it takes was consent. That was it. That was passed down. That's the narrative.
In the same way you're hiding your face,
that was true.
you're hiding your motivation, you're hiding your lies, you're hiding your corruption, you're hiding your deception.
And what you're doing is you're preaching to the choir and you don't know how to have a conversation.
You're hiding because you're lying. And
no, I'm hiding because people like you hate the fact that I don't show my face and I don't show emotion.
Because you're lying.
No, I'm not lying. This is you being sadistic.
Show your face.
I don't. I have a policy about that. I don't ever show my face.
You have a policy to deceive, to lie.
No, I have a policy that I don't show my face because what I say is more important than who I am. You can look at all of my content. Not one time do I ever show my face. Why should I show my face?
And the result of it is you believe in a murdering God, a
no, I
violating
don't.
God,
the result of it is that the God that I believe in is so righteous and so beautiful and so loving, in that he was able to take a person that was willing to be understood as an individual that would take part in the divine economy, and that individual profited from that. She was not violated in any sense of the term.
No young person can do that. What you're suggesting is morally, emotionally, psychologically.
You're suggesting that Mary did not have the wits about her to be able to understand that she was going to be impregnated miraculously. That's what you're saying.
You are supporting, your religion is supporting an abusive
Your religion supports
God.
Enabling people into depression and destruction. My religion tells them to rise on their feet, get up and pick up their cross.
Knowledge, hope, fulfillment based on
knowledge, hope, fulfillment. The only time you can get knowledge is through the Logos. That's it. The one that has knowledge is God. That's it.
By power seekers like you.
I don't seek power. I don't care about power. I don't get anything from this.
You clearly seek power.
I
you
don't.
wanted to come on my live for so long because you wanted to
because
come
your
on
mods kick me every single time.
Your bogus knowledge, your deceptive sources, your presentation.
Here's the insult. Keep going. Yeah, you're proving it. There you go. Keep going. Yeah.
Be unhelpful and destructive.
Keep going.
In a world
This is proving to the 1.7k people that all you care about specifically is preaching a narrative that is historically unverifiable, and as soon as someone challenges that, you get scared and crawl back into your shell. And my issue is this. All right, calm down. And here's my issue. The entire live stream, all you've said is, I don't agree with you because you seek power. There is no evidence that I seek power because I don't get power from this. In fact, I come from a very...
I've got nothing to hide. You're hiding.
Pardon?
I've got nothing to hide. You're hiding. You're hiding
the fact that... Okay, are you truly an archbishop? Let's see if you're hiding. Are you an archbishop? Are you an archbishop?
Yes.
Okay, who made you an archbishop?
I was elected archbishop by the clergy of my church in 2006.
Sorry, your church. So...
The church to which I belong.
Okay, who is the founder of your church?
There were 3 bishops, myself and 2 other bishops.
Okay, so you founded your own church, and then the people that in the church that you founded elected you to be the archbishop of the church that you founded.
No, not to begin with. There were 2 other archbishops before me.
Okay, and who elected those 2 archbishops? Let's see.
The clergy of the church.
Okay, and who in the clergy specifically elected those people?
All of the clergy.
Great. How many people were in the clergy at the time? Very easy.
I can't remember, 50 or 60 or something?
50 or 60. How did those people become clergymen?
Well, some of them were already clergymen and joined our church.
But you do understand that according to the canons, according to any canon of any church, whether Anglican, Catholic or Orthodox, if you defect from the church, you lose the validity of being part of the holy orders. You lose that.
No, you're quite wrong. The holy order, again, this is your sort of twisted understanding. Holy orders are indelible.
Okay, and that's according to which canon? Which canon says that?
All the apostolic traditions say holy orders are indelible.
Show me one.
Show you. We're not here presenting things. I've got no
please, show me one. Go on, show me one.
Show you.
Yeah, show me one. Because when you asked me for evidence, I sat here for an hour and told you. When I'm asking you for evidence, you can't even do that. Come on.
To be able to present things up or Google search or anything.
So yeah, and I'm looking at it right now. In fact, I can look. It's very simple, right? Because Jonathan Blake, right? You are not an archbishop of any church other than the church that you founded. Okay, you created your own church, did sacramentals on TV, and you've been going around on TikTok convincing people that you're some sort of archbishop, which you are not.
You haven't looked at my history.
Yeah,
I was ordained when I was
in the church. Hold on, you were not ever a bishop. You were never a bishop. Hold on.
I was ordained when I was.
You were never a bishop. You were never a bishop. This is what you did. You were never a bishop. You were a priest in the Church of England for around 12 years. And then you severed your denominational ties with the Anglican Church. You severed your ties. So you lost your sacramental rights. You lost that.
Oh, do some historical research.
Yeah. All of the Anglican canons in the 1700s, 1800s, and 1900s all say that once you defect from the church, you are deprived from office. That's what it says.
There's no point in us continuing this conversation because
you want to run away from the conversation because of pulling up your history. When you made your church, what you did is you offered ministry to people illicitly. In 1997, you then wrote a book saying, for God's sake, don't go to church. And the same year, you nailed 95 theses to the door of Canterbury Cathedral. And you were arrested for this. You were arrested for this.
Jesus was arrested and crucified.
You then founded your own church. You founded your own church. And by the time the SIM met for the third time, which you founded, Palmer, the person you were working with at the time, required for those that were already ordained but had lost that sacramentology to be reordained by you guys.
Listen, Sing, you're not here to do a monologue, so please respect my life. If anybody wants to look at what you're looking at, it's totally available on the internet, on my website.
Yeah, I'm actually reading it. I'm not going to go to your biased website. I'm going to go to the actual public sources.
They can read it for themselves. You don't need to read it for them.
You made your own archbishops with Palmer. Palmer and you made your own church. When you made your own church, you complained about it. That's it.
Your power, being deceptive, hiding behind your lies, hiding behind your mask.
You're complaining that I wear a mask so that people can focus on the words that I say.
Which is presented as scientific when it's actually
No, I presented it as historical. I never said it's scientific. You misrepresent my views. You misrepresent the scholarship. You also misrepresent logic somehow. I don't even know how you do that. But yeah, you did.
I'm giving you the last word because I always do. It's time to finish. We've completely overrun. I've gone over my family time. You've had the biggest platform.
Because you were so egotistical, you had to sit here and defend your own theology, which you made up on the spot.
A terribly good conversation because it's been full of interruptions. But
no, this is you now complaining and projecting onto me, which I take offense to as a black person, or you trying to hegemonize me. Now, here's my issue. You sit here. You said you wanted me to have the last word. I'm going to have the last word. So here's the thing. You made your own theology up. You then gave sacramentals to people on reality TV. You say that Christ did not die for your sins. You say that God is not all powerful. And you say that my master is racist. The person that I pledge my fealty to, my brother, Christ, you say that individual, my God, is racist. As a black person, as every black Christian in the black community, we take offense that you have offended us all. Now, when it comes to you as an individual, you as an archbishop can't even know whether God exists or not. You have no right to give out sacramentals to a God you do not know for a fact exists. You lost your sacramentals when you left the Church of the Anglicans 12 years after serving them. And you left because you had the pride and the gall to say you want to administer sacraments to whoever you want, which is blasphemous for me to say. You can give blessing, but do not disrespect our sacramentology by going on reality TV to do it. Now, my God is one of discipline. It's one of justice. It's one of knowledge. And most importantly, because you wanted me to have the last word, it's one of love. Do not allow this individual, this false preacher, to come and convince you of something else.
And there's no stopping you. You could go on.
I was about to finish. Since because you've affected the entire black Christian community by calling Jesus Christ racist. You have offended the black Christian community. That's it. And you've been waiting to drop me for 30 minutes. Your mods have been sitting there hungry to drop me. But here's the last word I'll say to you. My God is willing to take you back in. As
And
he
you're carrying
always is.
on and on and on.
It's
and
okay.
on
The
and on.
pride is affecting you now. But my God is willing to take you back in
I've
if
got
you're
no
willing to
pride.
humble yourself.
Nothing's
That's it.
affecting me. I'm open. I'm smiling. I'm happy. You've got
and your
that
smiles
mask.
are vague.
You're hiding.
I never
you're
smile.
hiding.
I never
You're
go
hiding
sad.
behind
I just
your
keep my
lies and
face
your
the way as is.
deception
That's it.
And your mask and your false theology and your
My false
claims to have
theology.
scientific
You have no
knowledge
way to
about
prove
God,
what
which
is true.
quite
You
beyond
said
your
you don't know
ability
what
to
is
have
true.
knowledge of. You've had your chance.
You
I've
had your
given you
chance,
the last
and
one.
your smile has been fake from the beginning. And I appreciate you for having the balls to be able to have this live stream. But I will say this to the 3,000 people that are here. He is not a person that is a valid archbishop. He doesn't know whether God exists. But we as Christians know that our God is true and our God loves all of you. No matter who you are, race, gender, identity, sexual orientation, my God loves you. And he's willing to allow you to develop and change for the better in any respect.
You said you were going to finish. You just go
That's
on
it.
and
My
on
final
and
word
on.
to you is to find God. Find him. And that's it.
Well, I hope things go well.
And fix
with
your
you.
fake smile. Like, stop smiling fakely. It's really weird.
I hope God blesses you.
Yeah, and I
God blesses
hope that
you
God
all.
actually makes you sincere. Genuinely. Like, your fake smile is not deceiving anyone, honestly. It's not
hope-
saying anything.
I hope at some point our paths might unite a bit, but it's
I
been
think
an
I have the
interesting
suspicion that you will never want to talk to me again.
conversation.
Hey, I always go live. You are more than welcome to come to my streams.
Perhaps we'll talk again. Who knows? And next time, you could take your mask off.
I will never take my mask off because I have a specific way that I do things online. I just know because I've received death threats from like Muslims and from other groups. I receive death threats all the time. So I don't want to put my family in danger.
You've had no death threats from me. Just love.
Never said you, but that doesn't mean that only your viewers watch your live. There are people from my community that watch my live too, and people that don't like me that watch everything that I do. So I'm not going to put my family at risk just so that I can take off my mask. What's wrong with you?
I understand that. All I'd say
Here's
is...
here's the thing. You made a big point about that. That's a shame. You shouldn't ever critique someone for coming up with a mask on their face or anything like that. I'm ashamed of you, genuinely. Like, genuinely, I
All
am.
I say to you, we've done a lot of talking, we've done a lot of disagreeing.
And you haven't shown any evidence for anything.
At the end of the day, we disagree, obviously. But
Yes, and I have presented my case well.
I reach out to you in friendship. I have got no issue with you
And I
ultimately.
reach out to you in humility and submission to my God.
Strong arguments. We disagree, but
You didn't provide a strong argument, you just complained.
we're still human beings walking together on a path, hopefully, where although we disagree, we might be together in terms of seeking justice and hope and love and goodness and working on the things that will make the
Justice,
world
hope, love, and goodness are only provided by God. That's it. And you know that.
Anyway, should we say good night and God bless?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's night for you. I don't know. I have stuff to do. But yeah, take care.
All right.
And God bless. Go in peace.
God bless you. Go in peace too. Bye.
Yep.